I think we're good.
Right,
Okay, yeah.
okay.
Ninth
Welcome.
generation video games.
We're back.
Welcome to the 9th generation, everyone. That's where we're at.
We're here.
We've made it 9.
We've made it.
Little
And to celebrate,
2600s.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something I got. Will, I think you
All
have this. I mean, it's not the PS5, which I have pre-ordered and is shipped, but I did get this bad boy right here. The DualSense charging station, right here, in my hands.
I do have a DualSense charging station
Man
and a
alive.
controller to go along with it,
Yep.
Now,
and a media
William,
remote.
I was listening to Waypoint Radio, which you happily brought into my life not too long ago. And they were talking about how they have the systems already. And I just want to ask you both this question, because you seem to be people who are getting this immediately. Where are you putting this massive video game console?
Okay, hold on. Let me answer this question. Give me 1 second right here. Right here. Right over there. I got my spot right there.
Oh,
I got my spot.
Sure.
You should chalk outline it so like you know exactly where it's going.
Yeah.
Will it fit? I think
Right,
it's
that's
too big.
I will say, I made the tough decision. First of all, I am a person who, no matter that they gave me the option, it will be a system that lays flat. I do not trust a system standing vertically. It will always be horizontal for life. With that said, to do that meant I will disconnect my PS3. I've got an entire song list ready to go while I make the final disconnection, and I put it away. I've got It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday. I've got Last Dance. I got an entire thing. I've called. There may be a ceremony involved. There are members of my household who don't support there being a ceremony for an electronic system, but I don't understand them.
They don't know.
They don't know the time I put into that.
They don't know.
Me, hundreds of hours. Hundreds.
Alexa, this is so sad. Play Despacito.
So I'm gonna do that.
The Alexa in my room is unplugged.
I'm gonna put that in, and that is where it's gonna go. People talk about the size, but I'm like, the aesthetically, it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't care. Like, I needed to do the thing I need to do is play games. If it plays games, then it is good.
Exactly. If it was the size of my TV, I'd probably still get it. If it was the size of a piano,
put it behind your TV.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll put it on the roof. I don't care.
Now, you see, for someone like me, who is admittedly late to video game systems, not as late as, I'm sorry for calling you out, Michelle, but I'm very glad that they're still letting certain games, Horizon Westward Expansion, which is not the name I know, come to the PS4. I know that they've talked about, PS5, PS4 interplay and like just put your PS5 in a different room, but I don't know. I feel
I'm a little nervous for you on those games because, like, the first of those games are fine. Like, it's like, oh man, it's just a little bit of an upscale. But there's going to be a point where there's going to be feature creep.
Well,
and there's going to be those super cool features, and then be like, yeah, we just gave you a game on the previous one. That's all that can do. So
I'm probably going to get a new TV sooner than later.
Yeah.
But again, I'm so behind on, like, I'm a late adapter to almost everything. So there's still a number of PS5, PS4 games that I still have yet to play, including, because I haven't let myself, because it's made me cry almost every time, the Maneater game.
I have not played that. I have not.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be hysterical. I get a little verklempt.
And you should know it comes with the free upgrade to PS5.
Mm-hmm. Dimitri, I believe, got us. He's TV ready at this point. Ellen, welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, I am TV ready, but I got a new 4K TV that I put right above like where I play my console games. So single player, I'm gonna be gaming on that, but when it still comes to multiplayer, I'll still probably end up playing on my monitor. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna get a PS5 or Xbox Series X. I already have a buddy that bought his Series S, and he loves it. But I still don't know. I might just go PS5 because I heard, and I don't know if this is true, but it's gonna be backwards compatible with like a couple titles. Somebody said like I can play God of War on the PS5. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, it's backwards compatible with all PS or most, almost all PS.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't
So that's
they
gonna be
walk that
nice.
back a little though in the
What?
recent like
Just a scotch.
48 hours? Yeah, like
Walked it back.
just a scoot.
Scotch. All right.
Take it back now, y'all.
They walked it back a scotch.
Pops this time.
I don't know. I didn't hear too much. I heard that it was backwards compatible with most PS4 games.
Yeah, I heard there were some Ubisoft games that they said they weren't, but then people played and they in fact worked just fine.
Mm.
Like the weirdest one I heard about was Last Guardian, which if you have the disc and you play on the PS5, that game is uncapped or is framed like at 60 frames a second. It plays in its best way. If you play the digital copy, there's a thing that they put in the game for the PS4 which brings it down to like 30 frames a second. And that comes on with the digital download that you cannot control at all.
I will say, shout out to the library. Gus, I was able to play The Last Guardian. I only got probably like 6 hours in, but the disc is at the library.
You do own it.
My real question will be, with the Xbox, how that monthly subscription service will go. Did y'all which one of you are I know Dimitri, you just said you might, but is anybody getting the Xbox? Or are we all PlayStation?
Well, I'm gonna
So
get.
Alon's clearly PlayStation.
I'm gonna get the Xbox as well, just not now. That's all. I don't
Okay,
know.
porque no los dos? That's fine.
I'm gonna. I mean, make no mistake. I'm gonna get it. Just not now. That's all.
Will you subscribe to that monthly subscription service then?
Well, what's it called?
Do you do the Switch subscription
Pass.
service?
Game.
Yes,
I already have Game Pass. I already do it for Xbox.
Mm.
I already got it. For my
What's PS4's?
Not as good.
Not as good. No.
That's almost what it should be called. Like,
Although I will
something.
say the the PSN Game of the Month was something I was honestly excited for this month, and I forget
Hollow
Hades.
Knight.
Hollow Knight. Nope, that's what it was. Hollow Knight. Because I haven't
Hollow
played
Knight
it,
is
but I've heard
great.
such good things.
Yeah.
Exactly. Man.
Michelle, are we swaying you to get a PS5 now? Is that what did we just convince you to get a PlayStation 5?
No,
I think we convinced her to get a PS5.
I have a PS3. I
All right.
moved up
Okay.
one. I have Steam and I have like 50 games on there that I
That
need
was
to play.
My
So-
other question: which one of us does PC gaming?
Hey.
B.
I dabble.
Chris does.
Hold on, you're muted, Dimitri. Which is probably a good thing. Oh, okay, fine.
Okay, really? No, I'm about to start PC gaming. I'm just looking to grab this new GPU that a couple of my buddies already have a hold of, but it's just sold out. The new 30 series. So I'm just waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And with COVID,
how much
everything's sold out.
How much that run for?
I know.
What's that go for?
The 3070, the one I want is is 500. But if I see that the 3080 is available, I'll probably grab that as well. Or not as well. I'll probably grab that first if that's available, and that's I think like 600.
I was gonna say, Dimitri, you money? Like,
Yeah.
damn. Okay.
That family works hard. That family works hard.
That's why
That
he's
was
got a
not my
Nike
question.
shirt. That's why he's got a Nike shirt on. The only thing you got to put
That's
on
what
is
I'm
the
saying.
collar, man. Pop that collar.
Just do it.
All right.
Pop that collar.
Okay.
Gus, don't you have to have at least like 6
I
of
got
them then?
yeah, 4 or 5 pop collars, and it's got
Oh
a.
Jesus.
It's got.
Plus the old man beard.
Oh yeah, I got gray in it, man. Whatever. I give up, as you can tell.
We don't comment
As you can
on
tell.
that. Michelle, how is Kingdom Hearts going?
I have not been playing it, but I will.
It's soon to be winter. I'm sure you will.
It is. It is.
Man.
Are any of you gonna be 4K gaming on the new gen? Because I think you can, right? And they say.
In theory, I live in a house where while my TV is working, we are not getting another TV. Perhaps we may be moving soon, and when this move happens, a little bit more free reign. There'll be more of a discussion regarding televisions. But for now, the 4K aspect of this console generation, I will not enjoy it. Though I just want to make a quick note. Shout out for my PC gamers. I'm excited for you with this generation as well because, what is it? A rising tide lifts all ships. As now we make the consoles more powerful, that means PC gaming, like they can kind of cut loose a little bit more, and you guys can surpass us and get even better, and we can catch up, and it's a beautiful cycle. It's a beautiful cycle.
It's sucks.
I'm just excited for PC gamers finally getting able to play Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, I know that game originally was just looked over because it came out at the same time, and I will die on this hill, at the same time as Breath of the Wild. But
that was just a rough time for any game, to be fair.
to be very fair, nothing's going to compete with Breath of the Wild.
Releasing in that general time frame was just like a lost cause.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's a third game that came out, and that game got blown away. It came out like a month before Horizon and before Breath of the Wild. That was very sad.
It wasn't one of like the series games. Like, it wasn't like a.
Oh.
Nope. It's over.
Alan, I see we got another guest.
Yes.
Who's that? Who's that pooch?
Achilles.
Achilles. What's going on?
Apologies to Will. There is a doggo.
Can't win them all. Can't win them all.
He's a clingy dog, and he's a Doberman, but because of my stature, he thinks he's still a puppy.
All right, man. Yeah, he's got a nice shiny coat. He's looking good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Keep him healthy.
I think it was Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Did you guys play that? Anybody play that one? Hey,
No,
man,
not me.
whoa. I thought it was okay. I thought it was all right. I'm in the minority on that one, but I think it wasn't as good as the other three, but it was okay. I did get it. I honestly got it for like $6, so maybe that helped.
That's possible.
Yeah, that helped.
I mean,
I'm just.
very possible.
I have so much expectations for Dragon Age.
Why? Based on what? Based on what? What has BioWare done to give you this confidence? How they no. So you brought up Mass Effect, so they let you know. They let you know at Mass Effect 3. I heard they fixed it. Doesn't even matter. That's cool. Like I will say that they took a lot of goodwill and they wasted away with that game. And then that's when I was done with them. Now, I say this being maybe the first person in line to buy the Mass Effect Remastered Trilogy. I'm going to be there because there are 2 games in there I really care about. Like, I love Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 is on my short list for GOAT. Like, Mass Effect 2, my neighbors at the time hate Mass Effect 2 because at the end run of that game, I swore up and down and yelled as like the 2 greatest sequences of that generation.
Wait, you swore like you cursed?
I swore and yelled in our
Bad
apartment
word.
at like 10:30 at night.
William,
Because
I'm
of the,
so alarmed.
Sometimes
the
it can be done.
suicide run in there is amazing. Like 2 greatest moments in that generation: the suicide run from Mass Effect 2, and the big reveal in Assassin's Creed 2. Like 2 best moments in
Assassin's
that
Creed 2.
generation for me.
I need to, speaking of Assassin's Creed, I am hearing amazing things. No?
About Valhalla?
Yes, about Valhalla. No, Will, you are not an Assassin's Creed fan?
I want to hear this.
Let's
If
hear it.
you go to my PlayStation 3 that I'm getting ready to unplug in a day, I have
So
one
casual.
video saved. Only one. That video that is saved is the trailer for Assassin's Creed Revelations. Right. Yes, Assassin's Creed Revelations. I had to think about that for a second, but yes, I love this series. Like, I watched someone play the first one. I then had to play the second one for my nephew after I accidentally deleted his save. And then I went and played through 1, 2, and I wasn't the best uncle. I was not the best uncle.
Deleting a save. I am still angry with my sister for deleting my Arcane of Time save circa, like, I don't even know, the 90s?
But yeah, I was just gonna say I love that series. I absolutely love it. And I hear Valhalla is a good game, but at a certain point they have to decide whether or not they want to make cool, interesting games in different time periods, or they want to make Assassin's Creed games. Like, I feel like there's a template for Assassin's Creed games. I need to sneak up on dudes. I put a hidden blade in them. Sometimes I have friends who help me out, who I whistle for. Sometimes I hide in the hay bale. Am I jumping off a high thing into a thing of hay? Do I climb a tower and look out over the landscape? These are the things I want. What I don't want is to sneak up to somebody with the hidden blade that's not hidden, and them to tell me, oh, wait, this person's 5 levels ahead of you. He doesn't care about your hidden blade. I'm not saying I don't like that sort of thing, but it's not what I come to Assassin's Creed for.
I mean, truly, I was just going to say, what do you have against Jake Gyllenhaal? But I see your point loud and
I
clear.
definitely think Black Flag was about the point that Assassin's Creed realized, wait, we can kind of just do whatever we want.
Oh, it definitely was. And I'm not even
Black
arguing.
Flag is an outstanding game, but it's hard to think Assassin's Creed when I'm on a pirate ship singing sea shanties.
Listen, I was here for all those sea shanties. I'm not going to lie.
I will every once in a while sing the sea shanties from that game. I like Assassin's Creed. That is actually my perfection. That is where, like, fine, he's still an assassin. Again, I stab someone once they're dead. Like, the rules are followed, but they did some things. And then Unity was broken, and they had their issues with Brotherhood. Was it Brotherhood or was that?
I mean, I don't even know what you're saying, but I'm going to assume it's Brotherhood.
But I think from Origins on, when they went back to Bayek and they did the Egyptian and then the Greek, the last 3 games have really been them saying, hey, we want to make an RPG. And I'm here to play an Ubisoft RPG. Just call it something else, and I'll come, and I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's hard to argue. I mean, Ubisoft does what they do, and they do it well.
Yeah. I just it kind of rolling back a bit. It's always hard for me to take new BioWare games seriously Because I always remember that they were the people who made that god-awful Sonic RPG on the DS years ago.
We do not talk about this game. We don't talk about anything past Sonic and Knuckles.
It still haunts me.
As it should. I mean, Chris has a valid point here. Like, I don't, for all the love in my heart for Sega, I cannot understand. Like, Sonic seems like a relatively simple concept. I want my Hedgehog. I want to run fast through areas. I want a little bit of mazes. Maybe you can bring some of his friends every once in a while. That's all I
I want my
from that.
miles per hour, and I want my Knuckles, and that's it. None of this Amy, none of these other characters that I don't know. I will give you the Freedom Fighters from the TV show.
What about Tails?
Miles per hour, Tails.
Miles per hour.
Trust me.
MPH.
Trust me.
All right.
I was a young cousin.
name.
Tails is the only thing I was allowed to play for like 5 years. Like, Tails is my jam. But these games that, I mean, I can't believe you've done this, Chris. I can't believe you've mentioned the game.
The game.
I mean, it's still like, that's not even Team Sega's worst sin, though. Like, that's not even
It's up there.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, that game is funny dumb.
But
That game is so stupidly edgy that I can respect it purely because of how far it went for.
Edgelord Shadow the
how do you
Hedgehog.
How do you give the side character a gun and then make that into an entire game?
we also haven't covered Sonic being a werewolf, except he can't be a
Unleashed
werewolf 'cause
was
he's
also a good game, though. Like, I can forgive Unleashed because it was part of a good game. And then I can forgive Shadow the Hedgehog because it just went completely it knew what it wanted to be. I will not forgive Sonic Chronicles, though, because it was very bad.
It was so bad. Although I will say, the one you just mentioned, if there was a version of Jumping the Shark in video games, that was it.
Yeah.
Which one? Becoming a werewolf or giving the side
werewolf.
character a gun?
Both.
I mean,
Mostly
isn't
the
that what
gun
Luigi's Mansion
inside.
is? Come to think of it.
No, you take that back. You walk that back, sir.
Ooh.
Luigi's Mansion is a gift to all of us.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
But it's giving the side character a quote-unquote gun.
It is a vacuum cleaner.
That's hard
Excuse
truth you got to take.
He points it
Hard
at things and they die.
Here's the
I would have to take it.
Hannah. Hold on, guys. Here's where I'm going to blow your minds. The worst part of that, he's not even the first one to get a gun. Mario still beats him to it. Super Mario Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
William, I thought we
Water.
weren't going to talk about that.
Wait, didn't Luigi's Mansion come out? Hold on.
Now we got to see which one came out first,
Which?
Sunshine or
I
Luigi's
must
Mansion.
say Luigi's Mansion.
I think you're right now because I think that was
Yeah. Luigi's Mansion is 2001, and then
Was that the GameCube?
yeah,
Or was that
GameCube.
Gus's Ultimate, the Wii
Yeah,
U?
and then Sunshine is 2002. So Luigi did do it first.
Oh, okay. I take it back.
Bringing out the
I can't
game
wait.
love.
Congratulations to Luigi. He got the gun first.
He got. So to be fair, he
The
got to suck.
quote-unquote gun first.
Got to suck, and then Mario got to. You
The
know,
rated E gun.
Man.
Right.
But pour one out for Duck Hunter, the original.
Original.
Duck Hunt.
I still find it hilarious that one of the first attachments ever made for the NES and Famicom was a gun that you just pointed at your TV screen, and it kind of works sometimes.
So let's be clear on that, right? Like, those were added. Like, the Famicom didn't come with those. They came with the NES because they wanted to sell it to an American audience, and they didn't want to sell a console. Oh, this is a toy. So they gave you a gun and a robot. Because that's what they think of us. And more importantly, they are right.
Yeah, it was accurate. It was accurate.
And the power
Guns
pad.
and robots.
I had the
How
power
dare
pad.
you
That's how
make
you
baby
do it.
Sarah Marie feel bad about enjoying this game?
I mean, this is just facts. That's all right. You could have heard something about that come to our last session, which you can see along with 300 other people who've been watching. Thank you very much.
I'm
That's
literally brought to tears. I'm so excited. I have it pulled up now on the YouTube.
It's gone viral.
I've been blinded by shelf isolation, but now I see the light.
You're blind, now you can see. We even have Achilles in this episode too, huh?
You did.
Got Achilles.
I do need to play Hades. I still need to play
Oh,
Hades.
Hades is
Speaking of Achilles.
outstanding.
I hear that. Literally every podcast I listen to brings up how amazing, multiple times, how amazing they think Hades is.
As they should.
I like this too.
I'm only right now just trying to decide if I'm going to go ahead and bite the bullet on the Switch or get it on PC and play through like my television hooked up through HDMI. That is the only thing stopping me.
So the Switch
It doesn't really
is
matter, frankly.
the only thing I have been allowing myself to play because I'm at my parents' house. This is lovely. I'm actually in my sister's bedroom. But the Switch is the only thing I've been allowing myself to play. And so Hades, I think, is going to be my bread and jam for the next month. So far, it's been and I'm going to bring this up, the Crown Tundra DLC for Pokemon.
Oh,
Started playing that.
yeah. I don't know. It looks good. A lot of what I've seen and heard from it is that it's really good. But I just didn't care enough to spend the extra money on it.
Surprisingly good. I spent the money on both DLCs, and I'm honestly having more fun with Crown Tundra, even though the main new legendary in it kind of creeps me out.
Onion head.
Yeah, there's some weird it's not body horror, but it's some weird I don't know, the Pokemon takes over the human and it's
weird.
It's dicey. It brings up some questions that I have with the overarching Pokemon worldview.
Which that's what a good
Questions that
Pokemon game
we
should do.
do not want answered.
I mean, for children's things from the 90s, to be fair, it's from the 90s. It's almost like being from the 80s in terms of mentally scarring.
Oh,
I don't know. Ooh, Hades has been so good.
I do like Greek mythology.
I will absolutely say, bite the bullet. Zagreus is outstanding.
I gotta do it. I heard you have to play 3 or 4 playthroughs, 5 playthroughs before you get to the actual ending credits. I'm here for that.
Kinda. You'll see. I don't want to spoil. I don't want to say anything solid on that because I don't want to spoil what actually happens. But
It's fine.
no,
I'm
it's
doing
good.
a 3-hour podcast about it.
I will say Supergiant, I bought every one of their other games up to this point. Bastion, Transistor, and Pyre. And they've all been good.
Yeah, it's Hades is kind of taking a lot of the things that made those other games great, and then what if we did all of those, made all of them better, made it a roguelike, and added a bunch of handsome Greek characters, and that's Hades.
I'm here for it.
And a roguelike that doesn't have people rage quitting.
Yeah. I can go on about how excellently designed of a roguelike it is. In between every run, you're returning to the House of Hades, where you have this little downtime where you can decide what you want to do next. If you want to take in a different weapon, and you can there's literally things to do there, talking, making permanent upgrades, things like that make your next runs easier.
I heard
And
you
it gives
can.
you a bit of downtime to breathe and process, and then you can go back in.
Ooh. I heard finding the different weapons is actually something that you don't. It doesn't lay it out obviously for you. You can find them or you cannot, and it really affects how you do your gameplay.
Kinda. I mean, you do kind of just get them after a while. That's kind of how it ended up with me, but you do have to actually kind of work with them a bit.
I think,
But all the weapons, I think probably one of the cool parts of Hades is that the 6 weapons actually all play very differently. It's just one of the few things that I actually think they did really. Not one of the few things. What am I saying? It's just another thing they did very, very well is that of those 6 weapons, they all play differently, and there's different things you can get for them later on that allow you to play them even more differently.
Nice. What else
What
have
was
people
that?
been playing? Chris, did you finish Persona 5 ever? Is that Chris?
Oh, yeah, no, I still haven't. It's sitting there like almost done, and I'm just kind of at the point of, do I actually do it? Because instead of actually finishing Persona 5, I just went and started to play Digital Devil Saga again. Yeah, I
As
have
one does.
priorities.
Persona 5, I just saw for Black Friday, GameStop is selling it, Persona 5 Royal Edition, I think for $20.
Oh yeah, no, get it. It's a great game.
Yeah.
It's just I like older Megaten a lot more, so that's what I've been playing.
Gus, you have to be like dying. All of the Black Friday stuff coming out so early.
Yeah, well, I got my list of what I'm going to try and get. But I want to show you guys something that I picked up the other day that I've never seen before. I mean, I think it's from the 90s. I saw it. I'm like, I got to get this thing. I don't know what the heck it is, but I picked it up for $2. Okay. So it's not, it was worth my time. But have you guys ever seen this thing?
Oh my God, Captain in the Game Master.
Captain
I
N.
watched every episode of that. He had the belt buckle. He
Captain
could pause
N.
things. He had, who was there? It was Captain N, Simon Belmont, Mega Man,
Yeah.
eventually the Game Boy,
Kid Icarus.
Kid Icarus, and then they fought against Mother Brain, King Hippo, the Eggplant Wizard.
Is this like an
I had to get it.
early
from the
version?
80s.
Is this like an early version of like
Of what?
Mario?
I forget the game.
Mario Brothers?
No, if it's like Kid Icarus and everybody, what is the game where you play? They just had the. Oh my God! They have like Mr. Game and Watch and Pikachu and everybody. Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers.
God.
So it's a weird game. It establishes that there's this video game kingdom, and this kid who's like a super cool player, like gets sucked into the video game kingdom, and he's defending a princess, the princess of video games, with his zapper and his controller against them. And they had a crossover with the Legend of Zelda cartoon, where it's him and Link giving their best. Excuse me.
I have that all on DVD. I want you to know.
I remember that.
Oh, man.
Did you ever see that when you came over?
Did you?
Excuse me.
One of my friends gave me the entire Legend of Zelda TV series on DVD one year for my birthday.
Oh my God.
Lifelong debt, truly.
Oh.
Wait, the entire? How many episodes of this series were there? Like
100 episodes.
5. Like I don't. There was not 100 episodes. There was like 3.
I was gonna say, like, I remember them because like they would do it as part of like the Mario Brothers Super Show, and on Friday you would get one episode of Legend of Zelda. Like Monday through Thursday, just Mario.
It was so good. Of course, like the Mario stuff still makes sense because I still reference Goombas all the time. But Gus, I feel, knowing nothing about it, like that's a treasure trove. Like, how did you find it?
Goodwill.
I feel like Dimitri doesn't appreciate this enough.
He doesn't appreciate anything. You better stay muted, man. Stay muted.
Sorry. I just can't relate. But
Can't relate, man. He has a pink room.
all right.
Yeah,
Well,
this was before probably Ducktales, which is also one of my all-time favorites. Thank you very much.
That's
Michelle, have
amazing.
you seen it? Have you seen Ducktales?
Yes.
Also had a wonderful video game.
Yes.
Also had a very wonderful video game.
Naturally.
Yes, is
I
the
don't-
only answer.
I was assuming yes. Did you know that they restarted DuckTales?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
have
got
real
David
voices.
Tennant as Scrooge.
They have real kid
David Tennant
voices.
as Scrooge.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Is it the kids from I don't even know.
Louie.
The only people I know like David Tennant is Scrooge, and someone famous is Donald Duck. And I think I'm trying to remember the dude from, I can't remember his name. He was in Ocean's 11, 12, and 13. He was in Hotel Rwanda.
George Clooney.
George Clooney, not Hotel Rwanda.
The main guy from Hotel Rwanda,
Yes.
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
Yes, Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
I love
Also does
him.
a voice for this show.
He's amazing.
He is very good.
He does the
I
voice.
assumed that I assumed that all the kids are played by the Stranger Things kids, like Dewey, Huey, and Louie. I have no idea if that's factual. That's just my.
Their Launchpad.
Launchpad is there. They've brought in Darkwing Duck and Gizmo Duck. Blathering Blather. Okay.
Woo!
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Da,
I
da, da,
remember
da, da, da.
Ellen, you
Disney
don't know
afternoon.
about this, do you? You don't know.
No.
No, Alon's the same age as like Dimitri. Like it's over.
Yeah.
It's over. Alon, what are you playing these days? Yeah, I'm calling you out, Dimitri.
It's kind of weird to confess this out loud, but like my friends have been playing chess for like 10 years, and they got me into this app called chess.com, and I just kind of been addicted the last few days. I'm like playing 4 chess games at the same time right now.
Listen, in today's world, the day of Queen's Gambit on Netflix, I feel like chess is the answer.
5-dimensional chess with time travel.
Exactly. I'm here for that. I didn't even know that was an option, but sure, time travel with chess.
I was actually hoping that some.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was hoping at some point we could actually have like an episode of this where we just talked about board games and what people were doing there. But yeah, go ahead, Alon. You're playing chess.
Oh yeah, no. That game is so addicting. I mean, I've been playing chess on just the Mac and not with people because like no friends at the time to play chess, nor that at the time I would say that like people are playing chess like that in real life, especially now today. But because of like the pandemic and the rise of a lot of mobile games, I feel chess is more attractive these days because like, you get to play the game without actually being there in person, and it's just super addicting just to play and then be like, yeah, got you.
I feel like one of my college, this is gonna six degree, one of my college girlfriend's boyfriends is playing chess on his phone with strangers online. Like I feel like that's the perfect pandemic game.
It is.
Man.
I haven't played chess since middle school, so maybe Alon, we gotta go at it sometime. I don't know.
We'll start a match.
And
Be at work. And
no
then
competition.
fucking
You guys
voice
playing
text
4
down
games at
the
the same
hall when
time.
you lose.
I know. Right now, I feel like you just might stomp me, but I don't know. We'll see.
Oh my god.
I don't.
What have you guys done?
I'm gonna confess right now. I don't know how to play it. I tried, but I just keep forgetting the moves. I'm a stupid person, everybody. I'm a stupid person.
Me too.
You're not a dumb person. Listen,
I can agree with
I can go chapters.
I can play chess.
Yeah.
I cannot play checkers.
Oh.
Really?
I just don't get it. Like I don't like. It just seems like it's so like I can accept, and I was able to learn how all the different pieces moved in chess. I couldn't accept a board where everything just moves the same, like until you crown it. Like I was like, yeah. But I also
it surpassed it. It surpasses checkers. It's already advanced to chess.
But chess is important to me because it's how I met one of my best friends. Like my freshman year high school, like they had a chess tournament. I knew how to play chess. I was like, all right, I'll do this. And me and the person who would become my best friend, she was there and we were playing. And after a certain point, they're like, hey guys, we want to go home. So can you two stop? And then like, we're like, no, this is fun. Like, all right, you both lose. We're done. And we just got to talking and then we were hanging out. And then, yeah, that was like my maybe third day in high school, and I've been friends with her ever since. Like, so
Awesome.
I love chess. Like, even if I'm not great at it, like,
You have,
Very
Good memory.
you have an account on chess.com, Will?
I don't have an account on chess.com. I
Okay,
don't.
you gotta change that. Dimitri's in.
Yeah, you guys got to teach me somehow. You guys got to teach me.
You guys gonna start a competitive chess club there at the
Oh,
library?
goodness.
Oh,
man.
that's a
You can always move
cheat.
into Star Trek realm and do 3D chess.
Okay.
Get one of those boards.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's that? Who was on Star Trek? Was it
But
Worf?
that involved people sitting at the library, so no.
I still think five-dimensional chess with time travel is superior, but whatever.
Well, we will let you take the lead on teaching us that.
As
Time
soon as you
travel.
share the secret to time travel, that's really it.
You just have to understand time travel.
So I guess if it's time travel involved, maybe you've already done it.
Yeah.
But would you tell us that you, or like we can't meet our past selves?
You only
Or our
realize
future
at the
selves.
point when you, at some point in the future, it will come to you and you'll realize this is where you go back to play five-dimensional chess with time travel.
That's too much double think for me. Like I tap out.
Sarah, if you've seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, you know you could meet your future self. You remember that, right?
I literally almost watched the new Bill and Ted this
Oh.
afternoon. I did not. I haven't even seen John Wick. I know that's sacrilege, but don't make that face at me, Dimitri.
Yeah, you're muted too.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Gus,
John
mute
Wick?
him.
Not even John Wick?
I
whatever.
own it. I own it. The first one. I just haven't
Oh, you
watched
didn't even
it.
see the first one.
Listen,
Oh, that's
that's
going
a
to be
lot
rough
of
for
judgment
you.
in your voice.
Yeah.
Excuse you all.
This is a
That's
Forget
public
about
really
accusation,
rough.
man.
This is repay for earlier. Anyway,
Repay.
I'm telling you, it's a good movie.
Okay.
I don't know. I think the subject matter may be a little too rough for Sarah Mo. Like, I'm worried.
Listen,
Like,
it's not even me that I'm worried about. It's Zoe. It's this creature right here.
Zoe.
She can't watch that dog. It's too dire.
so
DoesTheDogDie.com. That's a real website.
So I have to ask. Like, we're almost in December, right? So, like, I think I want to save like for next month, like game of the year. But I will ask: are there any other games that are still coming out in 2020 that people are excited about? Like, I've kind of heard Miles Morales. Okay, is there anything else? Like, are we just now kind of playing what's already come out?
Is Cyberpunk going to come out? Is this going to happen? What's going on?
Oh man! So
Oh,
speaking of
that's
cyber,
good.
That's
a good
what
topic.
I've been
This is
looking
a
for.
whole different topic.
Let's
Cyberpunk.
go. Let's go.
So the first thing I'm going to say, I'm going to make an actual book recommendation here. Jason Schreier, Blood, Sweat, and Pixels.
I've been
It
meaning
is
to.
10 story. It's a good book. It's 10 stories about 10 games being made, everything from Stardew Valley to Diablo 3. But one of the things they talk about is The Witcher 3. And The Witcher 3 is a game, nothing bad to say about. But man, CD Projekt Red and Crunch. Like, that is, they said they didn't, and then they did. And I mean, that's only one of the things surrounding this game, right? Like, there's definitely some questions about how they present and handle LGBTQ like subjects. I like at this point, not knowing the more you know about what is going on with that company, the less comfortable I think you feel actually playing that game.
I mean, you bring up how comfortable one feels playing a game, and then you bring up crunch, and then you bring up LGBTQIA representation, and you know what my mind goes to.
And it all comes back to The Last of Us.
To this.
Is there room in your game your heart for 2 of these games, essentially, really.
Sure. You have a big enough heart for 2
You are-
games.
In my dark, bitter soul.
Yes.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Well, I'm gonna say then, you know what? I'm gonna give you the top. I'm gonna give you my 3 for the year. All right. So go out and buy them. Well, I mean, if you don't have them.
So do the year, but also I think next time Will brings up a point. We should do the decade. Top
The decade?
5 for each of us.
I'm
Oh,
down with that.
As it closes out.
I'm gonna go with Animal Crossing. That's how I do it. Animal Crossing. Doom Eternal. And I'm gonna say Ghost of Tsushima. Those are my 3 for the year. I don't hear anybody complaining.
I mean,
In chat.
I think my top 3 would have to be Persona 5 Royal.
Well, yes, it's you.
Yeah. That's an easy one. And I guess I'd have to go Doom Eternal as well. That game's just outstanding. And ooh. I don't know what to say for my 3rd. There's a bunch of toss-ups. Ooh. I need to see. I need to see what came out late 2019 that I've been getting around to playing now, and what actually came out in 2020.
yeah,
That's a fair point.
I'm still waiting for Miles Morales because that one might be top of the.
I'm telling
that
you
one
right
looks
now,
really good.
like that looks so good.
Yeah, I can't wait. I will.
There's already been some comments on it that are like off the cuff, but so looking forward to it.
I'm trying not to look up anything else about that game now.
Just don't give up, man. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
I'm not giving up.
Don't give up.
I haven't given up yet. Tonight, no sleep. There's no sleep.
No, there's
Staying up.
not for you.
I'm gonna recommend some if you don't know about it. Nowinstock.net.
I already got them on my phone.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. I'm,
For reference, for those watching right now, it's Wednesday night at 8:20 p.m. The Wednesday, let me reiterate, before the Thursday that all of these games are released. So there's no sleep for William.
I get my technical 2020, because even though Hades had been in like a pre-release state and like in early
Beta,
access for a while, it officially came out in 2020, so that's going to be probably like my number 2.
I'll give you that.
Easy.
As a quick aside for Hades, before I lament on the PS5, one of the things I was going to say is impressive about that game, it is, I think now, the biggest success story to come out of Steam Early Access.
Oh,
because
God.
95% of that stuff is just trash. Or it's stuff that's just like, all right, we're kind of putting it here so we can get a little bit of money so, we can keep development going. But Hades seems like a situation where they were just like, hey, we really want to make this game better. And they really took feedback to heart. Like that game as it is now is not the game that it started out as. And I mean, the bones were there, but they built on it in a meaningful way. And like, I mean, it's just it's so good to know that system can actually work the way it was intended, like, I'm so happy for
Steam, you didn't ask me what I was playing because I'm playing a game.
Oh,
What?
are you playing?
Yeah, I know. And it's a new game, so it's not an old game. I'm playing a Steam exclusive horror game called Phasmophobia, which is a ghost hunting game.
I've been playing that a lot too.
It is fun.
Really?
It scares me, and I finally actually started playing it instead of hiding in the van and watching for orbs. But it's really just ghost hunting. You like go into a house and there's a ghost, and you have like an EMF reader and a temperature thing. And
a lot of the time, if you play it like I do, you just yell at it until it does things.
Yes, you yell its
That's
name.
quite like going into a haunted location with a very violent ghost and just saying, "Hey, Joe Schmo, give me a sign." Any sign. Come on.
This just reminds me of BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Yeah, no, that's
That's
what
Chris,
it feels like
I'm on your
sometimes.
bridge. On your
it's
bridge.
pretty
Ghost
much what it is.
I guess
And
Sometimes
they
you just
just
go in and you just like, hey demons, what's up? It's your boy.
yeah, pretty much. But they just updated it, and I was just playing it last night, and there's this weird thing where my friend died, and then died again. Like she turned into a ghost and then died again. It was really weird. But anyway, yeah, they kill you. You can be killed by the ghost. So
Oh yeah, no, they
it's fun.
just don't get caught.
Ghost faces.
I know. I almost did, but I ran away because yeah.
what I guess I like most about what I've heard about that game, I only heard about it up to this point, is how much it kind of represents 2020, the 2020 life. Like these people are essentially just in the gig economy. Like, all right, I need to go out. We got this job. We got to do it. And like we're doing it for the sake of just getting money so we can maybe do it better. All right. That's great.
Also, your life is on the line at like all times.
Also,
If
your
that's
life
not
is on the
being a
line.
Tuesday, like, come on.
And it was Tuesday.
And it was
It was
must be a
Tuesday.
Thursday, actually.
And it's always raining in the game.
Also,
And you walk, and the models of the people are really funny.
Not to promote another library, but I do hear that Deerfield has like EMF stuff
Oh, yeah.
and ghost
Yeah,
kit.
I heard about.
So,
They got an EMF kit, all right, ghost kit.
oh yeah.
So-
oh
They have
boy,
the-
I get to see if my house is haunted.
I don't know
I
if
mean-
that's one of the things that they're like letting people check out right now, but
And
they
I found
do
out the
have
house
it.
I'm pretty sure they are checking it out. They have a library of things, of items, where you can check out board games. If they're checking out board games, I'm pretty sure you can check out that. And I had someone in there use it on their house who alleges that their house is haunted right before she moved out. So I'll kind of want to follow up with that story now that you guys remind me that exists there.
Listen,
Oh,
man,
trust.
yeah, my house. Let's say I get one of those kids. I find out this place is haunted. First thing I'm going to do is burn this place to a crisp.
You have to. That's
Barbecue.
the only. It's
Hold
like
on.
it's like
Hold
that's
on,
the worst
guys.
case scenario: finding a spider and
Yeah.
also finding his
Oh
haunted.
no, ghosts
You
I'm not
don't-
worried about.
You don't come in here. Listen, you guys seen Exorcist? Listen.
No, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh.
Can we backpedal for a second? William just said he's not worried about ghosts.
No, so
Burning it to the
I've
ground.
had this discussion. Like, first of all, Gus, you're not. You know how I know you're not burning that house down? Mortgage, dude. Let me come with a match to your house.
Let
You're
me-
gonna hit me with the
you know
water
what?
hose.
Wait, if you're coming over, you better be bringing a U-Haul because I'm bringing all my stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? You
Like,
bring a
Nah,
U-Haul.
like I can deal with ghosts. Like I always said, if a house quality that I want to avoid, I don't want to be the old drug house, right? Like I can deal like ghosts. I'm willing to like do what I need to do, but I don't want people coming to my house thinking, "Oh man, I remember that was a place where I left that thing under that one floorboard." Nope. Don't want that. That's a negative. So
Sarah, there's a little girl behind you. Who is that? I'm just kidding.
Gus,
There's
don't
a
you
little-
know? She
there's a
died
little kid.
40 years ago.
There's a little girl right behind you, hanging by the light.
You pull that, but my parents built this house on the strawberry patch. Like that ain't my house ain't haunted.
And then they come up to you and they tell you, "Listen, no, we lied. This was built in 1800s."
Young Susan she died 40 years ago,
I mean,
I mean,
Sarah.
how do you know there were people buried in that strawberry patch?
I don't.
Oh,
But
man.
why would you do this to me?
I'm
I
just
don't.
saying.
If there's one thing I wouldn't want, it's strawberry ghosts. That sounds like. Imagine how weird they'd have to look.
No.
Over to nice.
What is that strawberry Polly Pocket person?
Strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry
That one.
shortcake.
I'm not upset with strawberry shortcake. She smells great.
All right,
I like
so
both
either
strawberries.
that or an Eldritch Horror with too many eyes.
Listen, let's go towards strawberry shortcake and nixnay the Eldritch God. Thanks.
As long as it's not like all the little holes, like I do have that condition where I can't see all those little holes next to each other. Like it weirds me out a little bit. So
I have a friend like that. Cannot do sinkholes.
yeah, they throw me off. Like I don't understand a hole in the earth like that. Like I remember I had a friend who lived by one. And it was like, that's a hole in the earth. That's not what the earth does.
Tryptophobia? Is that what that's called?
I think so.
I think so, something like that.
That's the
I
sinkhole.
took-
Small amount of
For it.
knowledge about almost everything. Modern
That's the
Renaissance
librarian.
woman.
I was looking at a story a while back, where this one guy, this happened in Florida. True story. This guy,
Florida man. Okay.
all he did, Florida man, all he did, like I thought about this, I'm like, all this guy did was go to sleep, and he straight up died. His house was like just sunk,
You woke up dead?
sinkhole. That's it. He just out of nowhere. I'm like, that's like the worst way to go. Like that is the worst way. Like there's a lot of bad.
Listen,
That
it
sucks.
sounds
So I-
great. You woke up dead.
So I have to-
Man,
was going to
Florida
sleep.
man.
So I have to tell you, I was visiting my nephew in Florida a couple years back, and we were driving around, and the subject of Florida, like he had said some wacky story we heard on the radio. I'm like, oh, there's Florida man again, and he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what do you
Florida
mean?
man's not self-aware?
My nephew's like, what are you Florida man? Like, I mean, this is what your state produces, the news that we have. He's like, what are you talking about? That stuff happens everywhere. And I'm like, sir, no.
Florida man
You got-
attempts to marry alligator, dies.
Florida man inhales bath salts and tries to eat people's faces. Like, no.
Florida
Yeah,
man
Florida-
dies attempting to microwave a microwave. I think that one's real.
I can't even come up with an example because I'm so flummoxed. What?
Like, it's like I guess, like, what did David Foster Wallace say? Asking a fish about water. Like, yeah, that's what it is. You're in there. You are in there, and you're so in it that you just like.
Yep. No, that's real.
It's just man. It's just people he knows around the way. Like, oh man.
So for him, it's just like Florida man microwaves a microwave, as one does.
As one
That's
does.
real though. A man died because he tried to microwave a microwave.
Oh my.
Dimitri, wasn't there one where some Florida man kidnapped a scientist because he wanted to time travel to save his dog or something like that?
Yeah, he like he kidnapped the scientist to like bring his dog back or something. I don't
Trying to
know.
make his dog immortal
Straight up.
because he never wanted to live.
Video.
Jurassic Park from feeling sad. Like,
You know it's
I
bad
can't argue it.
when you can type in Florida man kidnap and you get multiple options for the thing that you could be referring to. Multiple Florida man scenarios. Like
A raccoon, a
Into the
microwave, a
Floridaverse.
fish,
into the Florida.
into the Floridaverse.
That's what I want for my Miles Morales sequel. Spider-Man into the Floridaverse.
Nobody is brave enough. None of the superheroes live in Florida for good reasons. Maybe Green Lantern.
Oh, no,
Hold on. All right. What date do we want to look up for Florida man? Which
Yeah.
date?
Don't do it. Let's not dig down that hole.
Here's the
Let's
headline.
do today, November 11th.
Florida man abducts scientist to make his dog immortal. That's what it was.
Florida
That's the most
Florida
understandable Florida man.
breaks into a restaurant, strips naked, eats noodles, plays bongos.
Okay.
Is this Florida or Colorado?
Florida, 2018.
Could be both.
Florida man sues Madonna.
For what?
All right, let's see.
Florida
Let's
man
see.
sues himself?
It's a video.
No.
That was a good
Sues
question.
Madonna over concert start times. Interesting. All right. Maybe we should bring this back to video games. I'm gonna look up Florida man video games.
Yeah. Don't do that. Let's come back around. It's
Florida
8:30
man.
now.
Yeah. Okay. That was, and that's Video Games Live, guys. That is Video Games
All
Live.
right.
Man
Cheers.
alive.
To be fair, the guy that kidnapped the scientist, man, you got to give him credit, man. He loves his dog. Anyway,
He does love his dog.
he loves it. He
Listen,
loves
I
his
can't-
dog, man. He wants to
I
live
can't
forever.
argue against a man who wants his dog to live forever.
Hey, listen.
Aha! Poor man was playing video games and someone broke into his house. We kept it video game related.
Oh, okay.
That's closest I could get.
So
tomorrow, bringing it back to video games, tomorrow is the official release date for the PS5. Am I right? Or the
You
30th?
are correct.
In the U.S., some people in New Zealand have it already because they're,
All
you know, they're living a day ahead of us.
I'm
Cheaters.
really hoping I get
Living the good life.
Yeah.
COVID-free and with a PS5.
I only look for one of those, the one that's more realistic. So,
Godspeed to you with your
PS5.
PS5 endeavors. Like, I mean,
I'll report. I'll report when we get back. I'll let you guys know.
like I told you on Monday, I'm already anxious for you.
It's all right. I'm not giving up. As Gus said, don't give up.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
make
make
it
this
happen.
happen.
That's it. I just make
All right, guys.
All right, y'all. Live long and
All right.
prosper.
All right. Cheers, everyone.
it.
See you later.
Stay
Take
safe
care,
out there.
everybody.
Till next
Yes,
time.
ass.
Yes, Bye.
Yes, that's yes, that's good. All right, guys.